Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Here we go, here we go. All right, hopefully this is hopefully this it looks like it's working. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. This is the Checkpoint Professor. Let me get everything else up and running too. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to hide some of our stream elements here just so it's not looking weird. Oh, we don't even have them on. We don't have them on the other one, so it's fine. Okay, awesome, and we should be available on Twitch as well. Make sure that's working. We've got four whole followers on Twitch, so that's awesome. Thank you everybody for following. Thank you for the subscribing. So today we are gonna play. I think we might be live on the wrong one. Ah, that's too funny. Let's go to. Yep, we're live on the wrong channel. We're gonna have to fix that. Just 1 second, guys. We actually went live on Checkpoint Professor, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, let's log into Checkpoint Professor then. Send me a code. It's okay. We'll figure it out next time. So we're gonna be live on. Actually, you know what? We'll just skip Twitch today. That's what we'll do. We'll just skip Twitch. Okay, there we go. All right, we're just live on YouTube. Yep, we're live everywhere. So we're gonna play the latest Steam build of Bricks Over Blocks right now. This week we have a build coming in a little bit late. We've got a team meeting in a little less than an hour. And one of the things I like to do is, of course, play the build before our team meeting, so everything is fresh on my mind when we're talking about our tasks and everything we have planned for the next week. And typically I like to have a new build like the day before. So that gives a chance for everyone on the team to play the latest updates and decide what the game needs this week. So we just got a new designer on the team, and they have already jumped right in and have been making some changes and updates, especially to the forest level, some updates on the factory level. We have some new endless updates coming in this week. But with all the new workflow, the new learning, it's a little bit behind, and that's totally normal. My programmer, who is a rock star, I told him not to worry about it, don't stress about it. But they're pushing a build right now with the latest content. So I'll be back later tonight to do another live stream of our latest and greatest on playing in my PC of our latest build. But this right now, what we're going to play is the build that is actually up right now on Steam. That means you can play it right now, and we would love it if you'd check it out. Give us your thoughts. I'm gonna turn off all the little things from Checkpoint Professor on there. Would love it if you'd give it your thoughts. Maybe even purchase it. $4.99. It's a screaming deal. And leave us a review, especially if it's positive. My kids just went to a screening of Freakier Friday last night. My wife and daughter went, and it's funny because this is the promotion stuff they do. Even big movies, big productions, right? So they went to this screening the night before the movie came out, and they gave everyone all these hashtags and promotional like links to share everybody. And it's kind of funny. My wife was telling me that they got up there and said, definitely use these links, hashtag Freaker Friday, leave a review if it's positive. If when you watch the movie and it's not positive, don't say anything. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do that, but we need some positive reviews. We've been out for a little while now. If you've heard our story for our game, we initially put it out for free. I didn't realize we're learning new things all the time, that you can't easily change it to paid after that. So initially had 82,000 people grab the game. It was being promoted by Steam. And then we switched to a paid model. All of our positive reviews disappeared. And now we're kind of at square one, fighting an older early access release, trying to get that up there. So if you do play it, play the endless mode. Let us know what you think. If you have a positive review, please consider leaving it. We would need it. And then let me know, and I'll shout you out. Okay, so that being said, let's play the game. You can see one of the things I'm noticing here, controller is not supported, which isn't true. We highly suggest using a controller. When we initially submitted the game, we still had some mouse tickers and stuff on there. So I need to update with the next build and say it is controller supported, or controller recommended for sure. The whole game is navigable on Steam Deck, or even here. In fact, I should do another Steam Deck stream to show how well it plays on the Steam Deck. It is meant for controllers, so it'll be great if we ever port it to the Switch too. That being said, let's play the game. If anyone has any questions about game dev or the game in general, please reach out, let me know. But let's do this. To my one viewer on the vertical stream right now, how's it going? Okay, let's hit play. All right, here we go. Fatal error. Oh, no. What? No, don't give us a fatal error, bro. I don't hear any sound either. There it is. We do have sound. That's not a good sign. That's a bug we'll have to work on. Thanks for the like, whoever gave me the like over there. All right, WalterNet Games, let's go. Here we go. Bricks over blocks. Press any key to continue. Like I said, controller supported, y'all. We're getting some more likes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Feel free to ask any questions as we go. All right, here we go. I had a problem yesterday on my gaming live stream with my audio too. So let me know if the audio is not right. I fixed the bit rate on OBS, so it should be streaming a lot better. If you're seeing this on YouTube, consider liking and subscribing as well. We need all the support we can get. So we're gonna go right here to play, and notice the modes we have. We have story mode, endless mode, creative mode. Creative mode is not currently functioning. I'm excited to put that in where you can actually make levels and send them to your friends or play them yourself. But we're excited as everything starts coming in. Story mode, if we look at that, we're going to work on some new updates that actually show the different levels, and some progression with how that works. Right now it's levels 1 through 20, which goes through the city and cave mode, and then one level in the forest mode. But that will soon be updated. We need to update that with some progression similar to what you see on, I'll show you, similar to what you're going to see on the endless mode. Which I like time endless. We have two versions of the game. Infinite endless, the time goes up. You see how much time you can last. Timed endless is when you start with 6 minutes and the timer goes down, but you can collect power-ups that increase your time. And I'm not sure which one. I'd love your opinion on which one you like better. But if we click that, you can see we need something similar to this, at least for now, in our story mode, because we do have the city, the forest, and cave. But we want to have like a little top-down progression map showing each of those with a little image of Blocky going to and from. But right now, let's play the city level. This is endless timed. We do have some new visuals coming in soon for the ball as well, because I'm going to show you these multiple balls that shoot out. So the goal, if you haven't seen Bricks Over Blocks, is to destroy the bricks and protect your blocks. This is a frantic brick breaker side-scroller game. So a lot of pandemonium starts right off the bat in the endless mode. Maybe a little too much. We may want to consider not having any or less of the drops at the beginning, or maybe even less of the multi-balls with the initial set that pops down. It's all being done randomly, so I don't know, Jonah, if you're listening to this, we may want to work on how we can ramp it underneath the hood for how fast these fireballs fall down. Because the goal is to have the opportunity to get combinations that drop the cool power-ups we have. The other option there is that we do have the drops, like the rocket hats, and the head widening, and all the other stuff that does increase when your combos are up, but you will also see them occasionally during normal gameplay, because that, I think, makes it a lot more entertaining. And then you have these slow moments here too. See if I can jump off. Oh, I gotta jump off that car, but it wasn't super awesome. Go. So right now we have 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. I do think as we tune it, one of the things we've got to decide is how often, like, the additional time capsules pop down, how we can make that all skill-based. So right now, see that? I lost my combo now because one of my blocks broke, which is awesome. So I have a little idea. I have a runny nose today. Just playing through this again. Sorry, I'm totally blowing my nose on national live streaming. Okay, so one of the things, it used to pause it and everything kept going. I wonder if it still does that. Here we go. Oh, so my thought was, and we've had this discussion a lot, is with the bricks they're breaking, I actually wonder if we're talking about a wrench mechanic. Oh, dude. Okay, what the wrench mechanic could do, Jonah, we have a couple ideas, is when you get the wrench, what if it just cleans up a layer of bricks? Or sorry, blocks. It could clean up a whole layer across. Like, it could look for the empty spaces and just fill them in on maybe the next undamaged version. Just a thought. We would have to have probably a capsule, an invisible capsule that remains, so when the initial bricks are gone, that it shows that there isn't one existing there. We need some way to detect whether there's a block existing, like right here where I'm standing, and then it would fill in that whole layer if there's any broken or damaged bricks on that layer. Just a thought. That way we don't have to have the blocks moving upwards, which I think may have a negative impact on the game. But some stuff to play with for how those could work without having to introduce like a whole bunch of new button presses and stuff for the player. We did get some feedback on our Discord from one of our players too, that wants like an indicator on when your head goes wide, so that you can have more say in when that happens, or let you know how long that will occur. So we only have 1 minute and 30 left. So I am desperate. Shoot, guys. I'm desperate to get a time bonus, but with the amount of drops that are happening here, I don't see how that could happen. We're in trubs. We're in trubs. Another thing I talked about before, something to think about. What if you only lose your combo if the main ball hits the bricks. I don't know, just something to think about. 50 seconds. So we've got to keep my combos going so I can potentially get... So I can potentially get a time bonus. Because I'm about to lose, and that makes me sad. Okay, so I'm keeping my bonuses up. This is great. How do I get these two? Got it. Got it! Okay. Keep those bonuses going. 135. 12 seconds remaining. Come on, send me down a clock. 3 seconds, guys. No! No clock for you, Dr. Jones. We need a high score on here after the game over on these endless modes to show you what your high score was. Maybe a previous high score. Eventually, we want to connect to like a connect online to do a universal high score. Maybe a highest score ever, and then a highest score of a day, and that could change when we update the builds. We kind of, when we go to like the next update, we just start from scratch. Because we're gonna have a lot of updates. We're planning on updating every 2 weeks. So after this update today with our next meeting, we should have some new story mode levels up too. And then I will start playing through all the story modes to give feedback to our new level designer going forward. So lots of new changes coming up. See, this one is completely different. So I do like that it's random. So we're not starting off with absolute pandemonium this time like we did last time. So I might be able to score. Oh, okay, we got the wide head. So we're actually getting some combos now, which is great. Lost that combo again. This wide head mode is awesome. So awesome. Okay, we lost it. We lost it, but we're still going. Okay, we need to do our best to get some extra time here. Nope. All right. 4 minutes left. Yeah, that's a big request I have going forward, is that we have the high score tallied up on the end. And then I can even take screenshots to share in the Discord with the rest of the team as we go forward. There we go. We got the wide head again. Great. Okay, let's see if we can get some time pickups. We need them. One of the things I'm really excited for is to have the new designer on our team, and who can implement these updates a lot faster than I have been able to. Many hands makes the work more crushable, as they say. Oh man, lost my bonus. So this has gotten a lot harder. I do like it that this is way bigger challenge, but we need to tune it, at least at the beginning, for a few minutes, so you can start getting a taste for, an immediate taste for what some of the pickups you can get. So finally got a timer on that one. So we added another minute, so we still have 3 minutes. So we're already doing better than I did last round. Ooh. Luckily the car hit it. Okay, we're not gonna get it. Sacrifice the ball. And it doesn't feel, it's not feeling super dangerous on the blocks below. So yeah, I think we need more pickups. At least the type of pickups, like the wide head and the rockets. I think I'd like to see those introduced more readily, I guess would be the right word, because they create a huge entertainment factor. And then we can tune how often the time blocks come in, which I think that's a good kind of assignment for Ryle to kind of gauge and figure out as well. Doing pretty good. All right, here we go. One minute left. We really need a... Oh, we got the rockets. Yay! These are my favorites right here, and this is my first time getting them. My first time in... Oh, this whole game, and we still have them. Once you get these, it's like... Oh, and the effects look better on them, too. We need more sounds on those, though. It's really missing the sounds. So, Ryle, I'm going to put you on that. Find us some good explosion sounds for that. Make sure they're free general use. At least in the moment, unless you want to make your own. Because we be indie. Or we can purchase a sound pack for them, which would be great too. But we need to be able to use them commercially. Everything has to be legit. Okay, here we go. But yeah, little pew 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 when they're shooting out of your head, and then pew pew pew. We need more sounds. Everything is very samey right now with our sounds, which is kind of lackluster in my opinion. All right, everybody, here we go. We're gonna quit. We're gonna go. Let's go back. Actually, let's play. We're going to try time endless on the forest. Which we're going to have new forest uploads and creative. You can see the blocks are correct. But the side walls are still using the city ones. We will have new art for those. Look at these fish jumping through. Super cute. We need some splash effects when it hits the water. We need some new water materials as well. These are just kind of the default ones from Zach, which are great. But we want something more dynamic like we have in the city. So that's something for the team to be working on. Go, let's see if we can jump off a fish. Nope. Those fish really slam me out of the way, which is awesome. You can play with like an indicator of when they're gonna hop up. They do have a really cool glub glub sound. Oh, there we got the. So we got another wide head pickup, but does that add on to my time? That's the question. It's not readable if it is, so that's something we can look at in updating this week. This is awesome. The handy part about doing these playthroughs, just to give you a glimpse of what I do, I just talk. It's called the think aloud method. So while we're designing or just playing, I just talk. And the beautiful thing about recording it is that you then have the recording of everything you've said. But now let's couple that with technology. Because not only do I not have to write it all down, but I can just say whatever I want. But now with technology, I can now grab a transcript of this whole playthrough and run it through AI and ask it to make a list of everything I've talked about. So it's not creating new data. It's just using AI as a tool, which is the way it should be. It shouldn't take place of your creativity. But if it helps you do something like manage tasks or give feedback to the team, that's where, in my opinion, it's really shines, because it's using my feedback and my information. Oh, this feels cool. Look how they're like shooting off to the side when you move. I don't think it did that before, but I love it. It's like at the angle of whatever block he's angled at. That is cool. That's a new update. For some reason, the score is way better on the forest mode. I think it may be because the starting blocks are so much lower. See, if I now had my rocket pickup, that would be super handy here. But that's the nice part, is I can just play, give my thoughts on the full playthrough of the game, and then really quickly add those, create notes based on that. And so that's what I will be doing after this playthrough. I'm going to be compiling all the notes from the playthrough that I can then use to give tasks and feedback during our team stream meeting today, which is super awesome. And then maybe next week I'll talk about my task and somewhat the team's tasks are. Be a little bit more open with that. One of the things is on my task list to do, which I haven't fully set up yet, is to set up an email list too. And that will have more in-depth information on the live stream, or sorry, on the development process. So if you are interested in game development and want more information on what we're doing, I think the email would be something to sign up for. So if you're interested in that, leave a message in the comments. Just say that you're interested. That'll give me more incentive to make sure that's on my task list. Oh, the forest level doesn't have any fireballs. Dude, that's it. So we need to play. Jonah just hopped in and said the forest level doesn't have any fireballs. Because I'm having more fun without the fireballs. So I think the fireballs need to be a lot less frequent. A lot less frequent, and maybe deal more damage. Oh, okay. So if they were, and this could change from level to level though, Jonah. This is great. I have someone in here talking with me. And I've probably mentioned this before, but if the fireballs in each level had a different effect, but when they hit, they like really explode and take in an area of effect. So it could take out potentially 3 to 6 blocks when it blasts. And we had them in far less frequently and made it way more important that you send those back up. That would be awesome. The other option we could do is to have minor fireballs and big fireballs. So we could do more frequent ones, but they do less damage. Like they just start cracking it and breaking it instead of busting it out entirely. And then we have larger ones that come down that just have an awesome area of effect and really blow a hole. Blow a hole down below or blow a hole up above. And if you can send those back up, that will exponentially increase your combo meter by sending those back up. And it's a big, devastating damage when they hit. I want to make that decision. And we'll now spawn more as time goes on. I think that's what I think I want to add that to the task list, to add 2 different types of fireballs, and then make them way less frequent, because this is fun. Now it's kind of like boring in this section, but this is that same thing. Maybe just that change you made, Jonah, before you go and make this additional change. Let's test the change you made where they're less frequent at the beginning. And then later we can add the different types of fireballs. And maybe we do the ramping up in the city level, and then maybe we introduce the larger fireballs in a different endless mode, right? So maybe in the factory and the other ones it's crazier. Because that's one of the things design-wise, is how do these 4 different endless modes feel different from each other? So that's one of the tasks we need to decide on the design table, is what makes those different. Create a little grid showing what the different differences is in them, and how they feel in a gameplay way, how they feel different from each other. Awesome. But yeah, so this is the nice thing. Even though it's slow, I forget that we have the timer going down. So this is something I think Pierre could look at music wise, when it gets down to like 30 seconds or 60 seconds, changing the music. And maybe even a heartbeat in the background. There's like thump, 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 thump. Or tick tock, tick tock. We've been watching that time travel show on Netflix called Dark. And it's all about time and time travel, but one of the characters is always saying tick tock, tick tock. So some kind of tick tock to indicate that the time is changing. All right, love the rocket hats. Yeah, we got more rocket hats, but I lost my combo. Sadness. Okay, we got the wide head still. This is awesome. And let's see, so it's going to come down faster when we have 15 blocks, right? Or 15 bricks. Boop. Still want an indicator to know when my head's going to shrink down. Now it's shrunk. Burp, 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 burp. I love this. I love toggling him. Like, you don't need it for the gameplay, but like toggling his head around just feels cool. We lost! And I didn't even realize it because the time didn't, or the sound didn't change. All right, that's it for the playthrough today. I'm gonna get ready for the meeting, compile my notes so I can meet with the team. But that's it. That's our current Steam version. Early access on Steam right now. Check it out. Let's quit. I need to get over this cold. Need some vitamin C. But there you are. Bricks Over Blocks. Check it out on Steam right now. Link will be in the description. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Leave a comment. Any kind of support is helpful. And that is it. Everyone have a fantastic day.